Have you ever wondered what happens when a legendary coach like Carlo Ancelotti finally takes charge of Brazil in a World Cup qualifier? Well, this upcoming clash against Bolivia is not just another qualifying game. It's the beginning of a new era. With fresh faces stepping into the spotlight and some big names taking a step back, the stage is set for something exciting, unpredictable, and possibly game-changing for the Seleção. So, stay with me till the very end of this video, because today we're going to break down all the surprises in Ancelotti's first lineup, the young talents you absolutely need to keep your eyes on, and what this means for Brazil's future heading toward the 2026 World Cup. Let's start with the biggest talking point, Andrey Santos. This young midfielder is being seen as the natural successor to Casemiro. Brazil's longtime defensive rock is nearing the latter part of his career, and fans have been asking who will take that crucial role in midfield. The answer might just be Santos. Ever since he joined the national camp, Santos has made it clear he feels most comfortable playing as a defensive midfielder. Reports suggest that he is likely to start against Bolivia, and if he does, the spotlight will be firmly on him. Remember, Chelsea have heavily invested in him, giving him opportunities to grow within their main squad. That's no small deal. If he manages to deliver in this role, Brazil might just have found their long-term replacement for Casemiro, a player who can shield the defense, dictate the tempo, and hold his ground in the biggest of games. Now let's shift to another exciting inclusion, Samuel Lino. For those of you who have watched him at Atletico Madrid, you'll know exactly why his name sparks interest. Lino is what we call a versatile weapon. He can play as a left winger, as a left midfielder, and even as a left back. And versatility is something Carlo Ancelotti absolutely loves in his players. Think about it. When you have a player who can adapt to multiple roles and still deliver at a high level, it gives the coach immense tactical flexibility. With stars like Vinicius Jr. and Gabriel Martinelli already fighting for the left wing spot, adding Lino into the mix creates healthy competition. In international football, competition brings out the best in players. Lino's adaptability could make him a hidden gem for Brazil's World Cup squad. If he gets his chance in this match, don't be surprised if he seizes it and makes a strong case for himself. But it's not all good news. Some of you may already know that Wesley has been ruled out of this match due to discomfort. His absence means Ancelotti needs to look for another solution. Ideally, someone like Van der Sar would have been a natural replacement, but in his absence, this creates an opportunity for fresh experiments. And honestly, what better time to experiment than in a qualifier against Bolivia? These are the moments when new players get the chance to prove themselves without the crushing pressure of a final. Speaking of defense, one player who has already shown he belongs is Alexandre Ribeiro. He started in a previous match and impressed everyone with his composure and strong performance. Seeing him again in the starting 11 won't be a surprise, and that consistency in defense will be important as Brazil balances youth with experience. Up front, all eyes will be on Richarlison. This is a defining moment for him. The striker has had a mixed run of form, but now he faces direct competition from Pedro. If Richarlison wants to cement his spot in the starting lineup, he must deliver in games like this. The battle between Richarlison and Pedro is not just about goals. It's about proving reliability. Can Ancelotti trust you when the pressure is highest? Richarlison's answer has to come on the pitch. Now, let's talk about something many fans have been debating, the goalkeeping position. Alisson Becker has been Brazil's #1 for years, but some argue this is the right time to test alternatives. While rotation has been happening in other positions, the goalkeeper spot has remained untouched. Imagine if Ancelotti handed an opportunity to a younger keeper. This would not only create competition, but also prepare Brazil for the future. It's a point worth considering, though for now, Alisson seems set to retain his position. Another name we cannot ignore is Luis Enrique. In the last match, even though he had limited minutes, his impact was immediate. He shifted the game's momentum and helped Brazil take control. Now, with the chance to start, he carries the responsibility of proving that his cameo was not a one-time spark, but a sign of what he's truly capable of. If Enrique can replicate or even surpass that performance, he could become a key figure for Ancelotti's system moving forward. And then we come to Caio Henrique. In European football, He has already shown his quality. His call up to the national squad was expected, but what was unexpected was how long it took for him to get his chance. Brazil's fullback positions, both left and right, are areas where depth is thin compared to other roles. Unlike midfield or attack, where stars line up for opportunities, Brazil has been struggling to find reliable backups in these wide defensive positions. Caio Henrique's inclusion is, therefore, a golden opportunity, not just for him, but for Brazil as a whole. If he delivers, Ancelotti might finally feel more secure about these problem areas. We can't forget about Lucas Paqueta. A familiar face in the national team, Paqueta is expected to start once again in an attacking midfield role. His creativity and ability to link midfield with attack make him a vital part of Brazil's system. With younger players surrounding him, Paqueta will also carry the responsibility of providing balance, using his experience to guide the less experienced names on the pitch. Off the bench, one player I am personally very excited to see is Andreas Pereira. If he gets his opportunity, it will be well-deserved. Pereira has consistently shown dedication and hard work at club level, and his qualities could add depth to Brazil's midfield options. Watching him in yellow is something I believe many of you, have been waiting for. So, what does all this mean for Brazil as they take on Bolivia? In simple words, this is not just a qualifier, this is a test lab. Carlo Ancelotti is experimenting, trying out new players, and shaping the foundation of his squad for bigger challenges ahead. Yes, Bolivia may not be the toughest opponent, but that's exactly why this match is crucial. It gives new players the platform to shine without the weight of overwhelming expectations. If Andrey Santos proves he can be Casemiro's heir, if Samuel Lino shows his versatility on the big stage, if Richarlison rises to the challenge, and if Luis Enrique and Caio Henrique take their chances, then Brazil might walk out of this game not just with 3 points, but with answers to questions that fans and pundits have been asking for months. This match is about more than the scoreline. It's about discovery, about building a future team that can not only dominate in South America, but also take the world by storm in 2026. So now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Ancelotti made the right choices with these changes? Which new face excites you the most? And who do you believe deserves a permanent spot in the starting 11? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure you stick around because in our next video, we'll break down the post-match reactions and analyze how these new names performed when it truly mattered. Until then, stay tuned, and let's see if Ancelotti's experiments bring Brazil one step closer to greatness.